And good evening. Welcome out here to Stanberry as we get set for Stanberry basketball action here on Albany TV. It's tournament week here on Albany TV, and we'll have 22 games coming up for you, starting with our first game here of the week. It's the number 3 seed, the host, Albany Lady Bulldogs, taking on the number 6 seed, the North Andrew Lady Cardinals. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. The Hogue Lumber Company in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with Johnson Controls in Albany. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, H&B Bank in Stanberry. RMI Insurance in Grant City, Stanberry, and RMI Lippincott Insurance in Albany. Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. The North Andrew and Stanberry School Districts and the Printery New Shop are located in Albany. Your pregame tonight here on Albany TV is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. We'll be back to set this matchup up when we come back in just a moment. All a part of your pregame tonight here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set here for the first game of the night, first of 22 here on the week. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with color analyst for the night, and Mike Atkins. Our cameraman for the night is Brent Williams. Mike, as we take a look at these two teams, Stanberry comes in with a record of 9-3, 4-1 in conference play in the Grand River Conference West. North Andrew Lady Cardinals come in with a record of 3-9, 1-3. These two teams have met twice already. They met the first game of the Albany tournament. Stanberry was able to win 59-28. They met again there shortly after that tournament here in Stanberry. North Andrew lost again to Stanberry 59-21.
Well, if I was a guessing person, you're going to see something else like that, pretty similar anyway. There's just a real mismatch in terms of, I think, talent and depth, size. That's a bad combination if you're North Andrew.
Yes.
But you never know. We thought North Andrew had their struggles last year, and they really came on toward the end of the year. And I think credit to that goes to Coach Ellifritz in getting things turned around. In fact, they worked themselves into a conference tri-championship with a defeat of Albany at North Andrew. And maybe they can do that again. Maybe one difference was they had a couple of girls with some size inside and had a couple that could score. and I just don't think they have that as much this year. And I just think it's going to be a really tough way for them to go here in this first-round game at Stanberry.
Well, and for North Andrew, I mean, they did play in that Albany tournament. They saw what the 6th seed can do if they come out on fire and come out hitting on all cylinders, because that was the Worth County team at the Albany tournament, was the 6th seed, ended up defeating the 3, 2, and 1 seeds on their way to a championship win at the Albany tournament. Worth County now ranked as the number 2 seed here in this tournament because of that. But again, I mean, North Andrew, they've seen as the 6th seed, if you come out hot on top and hitting on all cylinders, you can come away with a really good tournament, as Worth County did at Albany.
Well, and I think, you just touched on something, that their win in the Albany tournament got them to the 2 seed in this tournament.
Yeah.
But right after the Albany tournament, Worth County kind of hit a lull.
Yes.
And they lost to King City by, I think, 10. They came back, played Albany after their double overtime win in the championship, and Albany was
beat them by 16, and then they lost to Mount Air by 11. Those 3 straight games, and those are their 3 losses from the 12th of December till the 19th, and then after that, they've come back and won every game since.
Well, and I have no idea what Mount Air has.
Yeah, exactly.
But so I think you're right there. But then they've turned around and bounced back and beat Stanberry again at Stanberry.
Yes.
And by 1 point, I think played a zone. And I think that frustrated the Bulldogs. But I think, one thing that gets overlooked with Stanberry, got a lot of talent, a lot of depth, still pretty young.
Yes.
And, it'll get better as time goes on. And you just, the Al McGuire, longtime coach at Marquette and TV broadcaster, used to make saying the best thing about sophomores is they become juniors. The best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores. And I always thought that when you had those kids, now there's the rare exception.
Yes.
You can look at kids like Tony Osborne that played at Mound City, and there are definitely some exceptions. But see a kid as a freshman and you see flashes, but for the most part, much of the year they get just a little bit overwhelmed at times. They're competitive. They need to be out there, but they still get shell-shocked on occasion. Then as sophomores, you see they'll have really good games. And then the next game may score 27, 28 points. And the next game they have 6, and you didn't really even notice they were out there. And then by the time they become juniors, all of a sudden things start getting put together. And there's some exceptions to that, I think. But I think you're seeing maybe some of that with Stanberry, too.
As we get set for tonight's opening tip-off, we'll be back with your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups and your Smith Prudential Financial tip-off when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether it's early mornings, late nights, or anything in between, Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry is always open so you never miss a workout. Joining is easy. Memberships can be purchased online anytime through the Gym Master member app or by contacting Katie at 816-262-3921. Looking for motivation and variety? Check out the class schedule in the app or on their Facebook page. With equipment for every fitness level and a welcoming community atmosphere, this is more than a gym, it's a place for wellness. Stop making excuses and start making progress. Join Fit and Gather today and get stronger together. Fit and Gather open 24/7, your workout, your time. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner. When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Finding the very best insurance value can be as simple as finding the right agent who represents the right companies with the right coverage for each customer's individual needs. As an independent insurance agency representing over 30 A-rated companies, Rural Missouri Insurance has just what you need. Just like a good coach chooses the right play for the situation, Rural Missouri Insurance chooses the right company and coverage for each of their customers. If you're looking for better value in your business or personal insurance, go with the team that has options for every situation. Rural Missouri Insurance in Grant City and Stanberry, or RMI Lippincott in Albany. Providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for our Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Remember, tonight's starting lineups here on Albany TV are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. Again, game 1 of 22 on the week, 1 of 4 on the night here on Monday night, the 12th of January here for Stanberry tournament action here on Albany TV. And as we get started, we'll send it over to our public address announcer for tonight's national anthem, played by the Stanberry High School Pep Band, and then the Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. So again, those are your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. For North Andrew, it'll be Lillian Richardson, Briley Rains, Carolyn Biergo, Kyra Lassen, and Tegan Miller. For Stanberry, it'll be Caitlin Chisler, Kenzie Adcock, Eva Cameron, Allie Schieber, and Courtney Merrigan. As we prepare to tip off our first game of the night, remember tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial Services. Remember to contact Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396 to tip off your future retirement on the right track. Stanberry will wear their home white uniforms, black lettering outlined in yellow. For North Andrew, they'll wear their road black uniforms, white lettering outlined in red. In the third meeting here between these two teams, and for North Andrew looking for a different outcome than the first two. That'll be Carolyn Biergo and Caitlin Schisler. That'll be doing the opening tip-offs. And the tip-off is won here by Stanberry. Into the corner with it for Schieber, for Cameron. Up top now for Adcock. Man-to-man defense. Or no, 2-1-2 defense here played by North Andrew to start. Into the corner for Merrigan. Schisler left wing dribbles in, loses it, stolen away here by North Andrew.
Surprised there's no post player. They're running people in and out of the post.
Shot from three, no good that time from Lillian Richardson. As a jump ball, we'll keep it here with North Andrew. Yeah, so Stanberry really just going 5 out and nobody really trying, other than Schisler there at that last drive, nobody even looking to try and get inside the paint.
Well, they definitely have with 5'9", 6 foot inside.
Yeah.
That could be a problem.
Richardson, corner three, rims out, rebound pulled in by Schisler. So they have the height advantage here over North Andrew as Stanberry again will continue with that 5-out set. Adcock dribbles in.
I think if Adcock had looked, she had Schisler on the low block. I see what they're trying to. They're going to eventually run. They're eventually going to be back down in the post.
Adcock for Cameron. Her shot from three. Off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Merrigan. Goes up, puts it in for two.
Well, it looks like what? Oh, boy.
So this was trouble that North Andrew had in the first time that we saw them take on Stanberry. Had some trouble, that full court pressure put on here by Stanberry, especially with Schisler up at the top of that on the inbounds and Richardson. They'll get it across. Biergo's shot from the baseline, up and in for two. 2-2 tie here, a minute 45 into the ball game.
Well, early indicators are, looks like they're going to make Stanberry prove they can hit outside shots.
Into the corner, Schisler from three. Drains it.
Well, that's what do you do now?
And now inbound stolen away here by Schisler. Gets the rebound, can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Cameron. Into the corner for Merrigan. Over to the right wing, Adcock. She'll drive baseline. Little Euro step in, can't finish. Rebound pulled in here by North Andrew. And the pass up ahead that time, and trying to get it to Raines is going to be out of her reach, out of bounds. Goes back to Stanberry as they lead here 5-2, 5.5 left to play here in the opening quarter. They'll get a foul called here against Tegan Miller.
Well, I think when we saw Stanberry in the tournament, I thought Schisler may have taken a three, but I think, well, that's not really part of her arsenal.
And she had one here at home whenever Albany played here at Stanberry. It hit one from the left wing, and that was early in the game and didn't hit another one after that.
Well, it definitely looks like it should be part of her arsenal of weapons.
Cameron into the corner now for Merrigan. Adcock back to Cameron, right wing, back into the corner for Courtney Merrigan, trying to send it into the paint. Knocked away, stolen away here by North Andrew. A foul going to be called here against the Lady Bulldogs. And get the foul called here against Allie Schieber, her first, team's first. 5 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. 5-2 is the Stanberry lead. Ball stolen away here by Adcock on the pass from Raines. Puts it up and in for two. Another steal here off the inbounds here for the Lady Bulldogs. Merrigan over to the right wing for Adcock. Drives to the baseline. Her shot rolls around and falls in, and a timeout is going to be called here by North Andrew. Back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
4:39 left to play here in the first quarter, 9-2. Stanberry with the lead. And it will be North Andrew basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. And now they're going to get the foul called here against Caitlin Schisler. That'll be her first, team second.
Well, I think North Andrew's got the right idea, getting the ball, if they can get the ball into the middle of that defense, but then somebody needs to take off, get up the sidelines. They've got
ball knocked around. It's going to be out of bounds here off of North Andrew, off of Tegan Miller there at midcourt. Checking in during that timeout for Stanberry was Ellie Dias along with Tasha Stoll. Into the corner for Schieber. Drives baseline, but going to step out of bounds. And North Andrew again will have to inbounds here from the baseline. Presley Ford inbounds in here for North Andrew. She's checked in off the bench. Miller sends it across, picked up here by Raines. Trying to get it inside for Megan Schlitnick. Comes back out, up top with it for Miller. Pass inside, tipped away and stolen away by Schieber. Quickly up now for Dias. Goes strong off glass for two. 11-2, halfway through the first quarter of play. Stanberry with the lead, and Adcock will pick up her first foul, team's third. Richardson will check back in here for North Andrew. She'll check in for Miller. And Merrigan will check in here for Schisler. Ball stolen away by Adcock to Stoll. Can't get the shot to finish. Rebound going to be fought over, jump ball. Will stay with Stanberry.
just under halfway through the first quarter, and North Andrew already with 7 turnovers. So that's just really a tough way to go.
Stolen away here by North Andrew on the inbounds. Bringing it across here is Raines. Right wing with it for Ford. Up top for Schlitnick. Biergo in the, it's Lassen in the corner. Sends it back up top here for Richardson. They're going to get a blocking foul called here against Stanberry. It's going to go against Tasha Stoll. That'll be her first, team's fourth. And now, with 3:16 left here in the first quarter, North Andrew will be shooting free throws here for the final bit of the quarter, trailing 11-2.
It's somewhat of a surprise. Stanberry showing a little zone look in this game, too. Come back from a zone press into a half-court zone.
And being fouled here, trying to get the pass out is Rain. She'll go to the free throw line. And put the foul against Stoll. That's her second. And again, team's fifth already here with 3:10 left here in the first. Rains will miss the first off front iron. Evan Cameron will check in here for Tasha Stoll. Probably Rain's second free throw bounces in. 11-3, Stanberry with the lead, 3:09 left to play here in the opening quarter. Schieber up top for Cameron, over to left wing for Dias. Dribbles inside into some traffic picked up though by Merrigan. She'll get it back out to Dias, trying to send it down to the baseline, and the pass just a little too hot for Adcock to handle. Tegan Miller will check back in here for Presley Ford for North Andrew as Miller will inbounds here with 2:51 left in the first. And Schisler will check in here for Allie Schieber.
The 1-2-1-1 pressure. It's a hard press, going to trap that first pass inbounds.
Pass goes through Lassen, picked up here by Adcock, who lays it off glass for 2. Richardson sends it to Raines, who brings it across midcourt. Up top for Lassen, right wing, Richardson. Lassen back to Richardson, right wing, 3. Misses off iron, ball rolling around on the floor. And Schlitnick is going to be out of bounds. Lindsey Haley will check in here for Adcock with 2:17 left to play here in the first. It's a 10-point Stanberry lead, 13-3. Merrigan in the corner for Haley. Right wing, 3. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Richardson. Schlitnick at the high post, sends it back out. Raines in the corner for Richardson. Schlitnick high post. Out for Miller. Into the corner to Lassen. Range drive, sends it to Richardson in the corner. Shot from 3, knocks that one down.
Yeah.
13-6, Stanberry leads, 1:30 left to play in the first.
North Andrew really needed that. Pretty good ball movement.
Yeah.
Eventually got themselves an open look.
Dias to answer, too long. Rebound comes out to Lindsey Haley. In for Merrigan, trying to get it down to Schisler on the block. Knocked away, picked back up by Merrigan. Now top of the key, shot from 3. Eva Cameron will knock one down. Back to a 10-point Stanberry lead.
And an answer right back.
Tegan Miller, left wing, 3. Misses short off iron. Rebound pulled in by Raines. Back out to Richardson. Miller. In the corner for Lassen. Richardson, deep right wing, 3. Can't get that one to go. Dias on the rebound. Haley back to Dias. Dribbles in, little Euro step, makes the, they're not going to say the foul came on the floor. As the foul here against North Andrew is going to go against Megan Schlitnick. That is going to be her first, team's second.
Now, if he'd called that good, that truly would be an NBA,
Yes.
NBA move.
Biergo will check in here for Raines.
That's one even I wouldn't have given that basket.
Schisler into the corner for Cameron. Up top to Haley. Left wing, Merrigan. Schisler down inside to Dias. Spins, can't get the shot to fall. Schlitnick on the rebound. 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Richardson for Lassen. Back up to Richardson. Shot tipped there by Dias at the buzzer. 16-6, Stanberry with a 10-point lead after one quarter of play. We're back to start the second when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
As we start out the second quarter of play, it'll be North Andrew basketball. That was the second time that we've seen that here in as many games, Mike, where they put that ball down and coming out of a quarter break. And
you almost wonder, is that a point of emphasis?
Yeah.
Or every official has their own little, you hate to say it, but has their pet call.
Driving Adcock, she will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2.
For some guys, I guess don't have it. For some guys, it's the block charge call.
Yeah.
The other, it's the extended
quarter break.
Counting the basket when it looked like it was foul on the floor.
Adcock will sink the first. That foul called against Tegan Miller, her second, team's first here of the quarter.
But I should say, putting the ball on the floor, that is the way the rules read.
Yes.
I mean, and it's not been done a lot. But
no,
I got.
And
no
like I said, it's just
with
surprising that there's a couple times we've seen it a lot this year where it could have happened, but we've seen it now twice in 2 games. And I believe it has been the same official both times too.
Yeah, but at the same time, got no problem with that. Without rules, there's chaos.
And sometimes there's a lot of chaos even with rules. 18-6, Stanberry with the lead as that one deflected into the corner right towards our favorite photographer, Brent Johnson. 18-6, Stanberry with the lead. 7:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Stanberry kind of calling off a little bit of their full court pressure that they had back in the first.
Just stay in that 2-3 zone, though.
Richardson trying to get it. The Reigns up the high post, stolen away here by Adcock. Falls down to the floor. Got rid of it right, though, too, a North Andrew player. I think that was so she didn't get called for the travel. But either way, that one goes off the foot of Tegan Miller on the pass, but able to run it down before it goes out of bounds. Reigns high post, dribbles in, now sends it back out. Richardson, shot from 3. Off back iron. Rebound pulled in here by Schisler. Adcock again got a little too far, trying to keep herself in play, and goes out of bounds. Haley tried to run it down. Now Dias will check in along with Addison Graham, as Schisler and Adcock will both sit for the Lady Bulldogs. Lassen on the left wing. Her shot from 3. Misses. Rebound pulled in by Dias. Tasha Stoll on the block. Can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds here off of Stanberry. Two minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. 12-point Stanberry lead. Miller over to the right wing for Richardson. Into the corner for Bierga. Miller drives, has it knocked out of her hands, sends it back out to Richardson. Back to Miller, baseline, her shot. Too long, rebound pulled in by Graham. Tasha Stoll, left wing 3, knocks it down. 21-6, Stanberry with the lead. 5:20 left to play here in this first half. Lassen for Miller up top. Richardson right wing trying to send it down to Reigns on the block. Goes up. She'll be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2. And they're going to put the foul called here against Schieber, her second, team's first. Reigns will miss the first. Merrigan and Cameron will check in here for Schieber and Haley. Reigns will miss on the second. Graham on the rebound. Stoll dribbles in and is going to be called for the travel. Megan Schlitnick will check back in here for Caroline Biergo. Kenzie Adcock will check in here for Stoll.
There may be some times here that what we're seeing from Stanberry is just trying to get a little too deep. A little too deep into their dribble penetration. And gotten themselves in trouble at least a couple of 3 times that we've seen the last few trips down the floor.
Megan Schlitnick with it in the paint.
Got to go up.
Sends it back out for Miller, over to left wing for Raines. Into the corner for Ford. Raines, left wing 3, knocks it down. 21-9, 4:20 left to play here in the second. Adcock into the corner with it now for Dias, high post American. Over to left wing, Adcock from 3. Misses off right iron, rebound pulled in by Raines. Trying to send it up, stolen away here by Graham, but she's going to be called here for the travel as she tried to get the pass away. Graham will come out as Schisler will check in. Miller comes out as Richardson checks back in here for North Andrew. Pass to Megan Schlitnick goes through her hands. Her and Schisler fight over it. Goes out of bounds here off the hands of Schisler. 3:52 left to play here in the second. Schlitnick gets it on the inbounds. Puts it up off glass for 2. 21-11. It's a 10-point lead in favor here of Stanberry. Stolen away by Ford. Richardson up for Raines. Sends it back to Lassen.
You know, we talked about North Andrews' turnovers early against the press, and now Stanberry's turnovers are creeping up. They're 11 apiece right now.
Merrigan called for the foul on the pass inside to Schlitnick. Biergo will check back in as she's going to check in for Lassen. 3:32 left to play here in the second. 21-11, Stanberry with the 10-point lead. North Andrew with the basketball. Pass tipped and stolen away there by Dias, and coming in to pick up the foul. Here's Presley Ford.
That might have been a foul.
It looked like she was coming in to make the tackle.
Yeah.
It'll be Adcock to bring the ball across. Midcourt has it up at the top of the key. We're to left wing now to Dias. Sends it across for Adcock. Back out to Schisler. Inside the paint. Misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in here by Biergo. High post to Schlitnick over the right wing to Richardson.
Now some man-to-man defense for the Bulldogs.
Range drives,
nice
a little too
catch.
strong. Cameron on the rebound.
Still a good take.
Have a Cameron top of the key. Cameron right wing 3. Misses it all out of bounds. Checking back in for North Andrew will be Lassen as well as Miller. As Ford and Raines will check out. Stanberry again goes at full court pressure. And a timeout going to be called here by North Andrew. We're back after this Petty John Arnold Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Whether it's early mornings, late nights, or anything in between, Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry is always open so you never miss a workout. Joining is easy. Memberships can be purchased online anytime through the Gym Master member app or by contacting Katie at 816-262-3921. Looking for motivation and variety? Check out the class schedule in the app or on their Facebook page. With equipment for every fitness level and a welcoming community atmosphere, this is more than a gym, it's a place for wellness. Stop making excuses and start making progress. Join Fit and Gather today and get stronger together. Fit and Gather open 24/7, your workout, your time. When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
2:28 left to play here in the second quarter, 21-11. Stanberry with a 10-point lead. It'll be North Andrew basketball coming to the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Miller drives to the basket, puts up a shot, can't get it to go. Adcock on the rebound. Adcock top of the key. Over to the right wing for Schisler. Cameron back over the left wing. Trying to send it up over the defense and find Schisler all alone back door for two.
Nice set. Couple of screens to not let him get back.
Adcock, it was Schisler stole that one right out of the hands of Miller. Then coming in to finish is Ellie Dias. Miller with the basketball right wing, sends it back over to Lassen. For Richardson, back to Miller. All alone, puts up the shot, knocks it down. Just inside the three-point arc.
Good shooter with time.
1:25 left to play in the second, 25-13. Stanberry with the lead. Merrigan on the baseline, out for Dias, up top now to Cameron. She'll send it left wing to Adcock, back down to the baseline. A timeout going to be called by Stanberry. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Finding the very best insurance value can be as simple as finding the right agent who represents the right companies with the right coverage for each customer's individual needs. As an independent insurance agency representing over 30 A-rated companies, Rural Missouri Insurance has just what you need. Just like a good coach chooses the right play for the situation, Rural Missouri Insurance chooses the right company and coverage for each of their customers. If you're looking for better value in your business or personal insurance, go with the team that has options for every situation. Rural Missouri Insurance in Grant City and Stanberry, or RMI Lippincott in Albany.
Hey, welcome back out again here to Stanberry as Stanberry leads here 25-13, 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Stanberry with the lead and the basketball. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Ball inbounds for Schisler, can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds here off of Merrigan. Richardson to inbounds here for Miller.
See, right now, Reynolds needs to be headed up the sideline.
She'll have it on the left wing. Up top now to Richardson. Drives. And she's going to be fouled, going to go to the line to shoot two free throws. Put the foul here against Adcock. That is going to be her second, team's third. And Richardson sinks the first. And she'll sink the second as well. Back to a 10-point Stanberry lead underneath the minute left to play here in the half. Adcock sends it up top to Merrigan. Over to the right wing for Cameron. Dias to Merrigan left wing. Cameron Adcock left wing, dribbles it down. And got a little too deep as again underneath the basket, but there to pick up the rebound, putting it back up and in for two is Dias.
Opposite.
Miller for Lassen into the corner. Biergo from three is long. Rebound pulled in by Cameron. Trying to send it up quickly for Schisler, and the ball got away. It goes out of bounds with 13.2, 27-15. Lady Bulldogs with the 12-point lead. Richardson to inbounds here for Miller. Lassen sends it back for Richardson. 5 seconds. 4. Finds Raines down on the block. She's going to be fouled. With .1 left on the clock, she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul went against Merrigan, her second. Raines will sink the first.
Raines has become more offensive minded since we saw the Cardinals play earlier in the year and earlier last year when we covered them.
Stoll checks in here for Dice. I think they're trying to put some time on the clock. I think they're trying to go to 0.6 seconds. So a little bit of time did run off after that foul call. And Raines hit the first free throw. Has one more upcoming. We got 0.6 on there. It's a 27-16 Stanberry lead. As Raines tries to make it a 10-point game here. Misses on the second free throw, rebound pulled in, but no opportunity to put it back up by either team. 27-16, Stanberry holds an 11-point lead at the half. Remember your halftime today here on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. Back with more in a moment.
Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
27-16 at the half. It is a lead here for the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs. I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Home Lumber Company in Albany, Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, H&B Bank at Stanberry, RMI Insurance in Grant City, Stanberry, and RMI Lippincott and Insurance in Albany, Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry, Pineview Manor in Stanberry, the North Andrew and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printer New Shop are located in Albany. Take a look at the stats from the first half for Stanberry. They're shooting 11 for 25 from the field, 3 for 8 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring at the moment by Kenzie Adcock with 8.6 points. For Ellie Dias off the bench, 5 points. For Caitlin Schisler, 3 points on the night. For Eva Cameron, Tasha Stoll, and Courtney Merrigan. For North Andrew, they're shooting 5 for 18 from the field, 2 for 12 from behind the three-point arc, 4 for 8 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Lillian Richardson and Briley Raines with 5 points each, 2 points a night for Caroline Biergo, Tegan Miller, and Megan Schlitnick.
Well, about what you'd figure. I mean, there's a 25 shots for Stanberry to 18 for North Andrew. I don't know. I don't know that I gleaned that much from the stats. I think the biggest thing that's hurt, the turnovers are about even. I've got North Andrew unofficially, very unofficially, North Andrew with 13, Stanberry with 12. I think the difference is in what types of turnovers we're
and
looking
where they're at.
And where they are. Yeah, that's North Andrew has turned it over a lot directly to Stanberry for some easy baskets or for shots that led to fouls, and although a lot of them haven't got to the free throw line because they've only shot 2 free throws, but some of their turnovers have led directly to baskets where Stanberry's are not doing that.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of a difference there. 5 for 18. I mean, looking just under 30%, I think there. Stanberry 11 for 25, 40-some percent. So that's a little bit better, but it's still the caliber of shots being taken.
Yeah.
North Andrew's just having trouble getting a lot of open looks, and I think the size bothers them getting anything off down inside. So their shots are from the perimeter for the most part, and that's. But I got to give North Andrew credit; they've hung in there pretty good. They're down 11.
I said, and they only trailed Stanberry in that second quarter by a point. There was that 10-point first quarter where Stanberry kind of ran away with it.
Well, and they pulled the press off, and
then went back to it.
And then they did go back to it, but I don't think it had maybe the same effect. They
Yes.
still got a few turnovers in there, but I think North Andrew is still going to be an uphill slog for them. I look for Stanberry to come back with their pressure. Stanberry played a lot of people in that first half too. You might see a little more time with the starters as a unit. All coaches, and I'm sure they practice like that,
Yeah.
where they have different combinations playing together. But I've always felt that sometimes it's really hard to get some rhythm and continuity in your offense with a lot of substituting. Now, and different guys, I mean, we've watched Jefferson have won state championships by substituting a lot.
Yes.
So that doesn't mean I'm right. That's just the way I felt as a coach. But and I think this is a case maybe here that they've used a lot of different combinations. Think they feel like, hey, we've won twice, probably going to win again, and they probably are. But so we can use some different people in different situations here, see what we've got going on. Be interesting to see what happens early here in the third quarter.
We'll be back to start that second half when we come back in a moment. All a part of your halftime tonight on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Whether it's early mornings, late nights, or anything in between, Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry is always open so you never miss a workout. Joining is easy. Memberships can be purchased online anytime through the Gym Master member app or by contacting Katie at 816-262-3921. Looking for motivation and variety? Check out the class schedule in the app or on their Facebook page. With equipment for every fitness level and a welcoming community atmosphere, this is more than a gym, it's a place for wellness. Stop making excuses and start making progress. Join Fit and Gather today and get stronger together. Fit and Gather open 24/7. Your workout, your time. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set to start the second half of game number 1. The number 3 seeded Stanberry Lady Bulldogs hold a 27-16 lead over the number 6 seeded North Andrew Lady Cardinals. Again, this game number 1 of 4 on the night. Our next game will also be a 3-6 game where we number 3 seeded North Andrew Cardinals against the 6 seeded Stanberry Bulldogs. We'll have that game coming up for you here at the conclusion of this one. As we get ready to start the second half, it will be Stanberry basketball to start out the second half of play. Again, they come out with an 11-point lead, and we saw them come out of the timeout with a set play in the second quarter in the middle of, and they were even on defense whenever they went into that timeout. Will be interesting to see what sort of set play they might have coming out to start out the start of the second half.
Well, they did a good job screening the inside people on North Andrew's zones and kind of sneaked Caitlin Schisler in behind, made a lob over the top, had an easy look. Well diagrammed.
Both teams will bring out their original 5 starters. It'll be Cameron that inbounds here for Adcock with Schisler, Merrigan, and Schieber on the floor here for Stanberry. For North Andrew, they'll have Richardson, Biergo, along with Raines, Miller, and also on the floor is Lassen as Merrigan puts it up off glass that time for 2. They try to go back to that same play that time for Schisler, just couldn't quite pull in the pass.
Well, she got the pass, but I think just may have lost it trying to get to the basket then.
And then this pass from North Andrew goes out of bounds, goes back to Stanberry. Schieber right wing into the corner. Cameron shot from 3. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Raines. Brings it across midcourt.
Much more active player.
Yes.
5 rebounds, 4 early. A couple of nice takes on offense.
Cameron comes away with the steal. Up for Schieber. Can't get the shot to go. Now Miller on the rebound here for North Andrew.
Now there was some contact there, but a really good, I thought, no call.
Yes. And a foul, the ball going to be loose there. As ball knocked out of Miller's hands and hit off her leg. Could never quite really gather it as it went out of bounds. Adcock corner 3. She'll knock one down from 3. 32-16. And Stanberry out to a quick 5-0 run here to start out the third as this one goes out of Cameron's hands, right out of bounds to the Stanberry bench. Richardson to inbounds here for the Lady Cardinals. Raines gets the ball across midcourt here against this full court man-to-man pressure by Stanberry. Raines baseline. Up top for Richardson for Miller. Lassen deep on the right wing. Raines sends it back up. Finds Raines. Her shot to the glass too strong. Bounces out. Cameron on the rebound.
Pretty good offensive set. Got a good look. Just couldn't get the shot to drop. Again,
Again, another 3 from Adcock. She'll sink her second here of the half. 35-16, an 8-0 run here by Stanberry through the first 2 minutes, 10 seconds here of the third quarter. Jump ball will go to North Andrew.
Cardinals still having a lot of trouble with the pressure, which now almost looks more like man-to-man pressure, at least on that inbounds anyway.
Pass stolen away here by the long arms of Schisler. Goes up, puts it up off glass for two. Lassen sends it back for Miller. Trying to get the ball across midcourt and does before a 10-second violation. Biergo just in front of the three-point arc, misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in here by Lassen. Richardson drives and takes the tough finish to the glass for two. Cameron from three. Misses off iron. Rebound. Pulled in here by Schieber. Back out to Cameron. Drives in. Puts up a prayer. Can't get it answered. And Schisler unable to keep it in play. Ford will check in for Richardson, Dias, and Stoll will check in here for Cameron and Merrigan. 4:48 left to play here in the third. And get a foul called here against Dias. That is going to be her first, team's first. Miller top of the key. Gets it up here for Ford over to the right wing. Kyra Lassen from three. Misses off back iron. Ball tipped out of bounds here off of North Andrew. Megan Schlitnick will check in here for Biergo. Schieber over to the right wing, Dias. For Stoll. Dribbles in, back into the corner. Adcock from three. This time can't get this one to go. Dias on the rebound here for Stanberry. Loses it, sends it up top now for Schieber. Trying to fight for some positioning and called for the travel. Just about halfway through this third quarter of play, 37-18, Stanberry with the lead. Presley Ford gets the ball across midcourt, trying to get to Schlitnick, knocked away by Schisler. Up for Stoll, and she's going to be fouled. And get the foul called here against Ford. That is going to be her second, team's first. Stoll inbounds here for Adcock. Dias into the corner for Stoll. Back to Dias. She'll put up a shot from three. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Raines. Into the corner with it for Lassen. Trying to leave it up top for Ford. Dribbles in, back out to Tegan Miller. Raines right wing. Drives, goes straight to the hoop, can't get it to fall. Schieber on the rebound.
Still a good take.
She's had a couple that have taken some good takes, just hasn't quite gotten them to fall yet.
Yeah.
As Stoll going to be called here for the travel. Biergo Richardson will check in as Miller and Lassen check out here for North Andrew. Raines trying to send it into the corner. Down to Schlitnick on the block. Raines sends it back out to Ford for Richardson. Rains for Richardson. Baseline is going to be knocked off her spot. She's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two. Picking up the foul. Here's going to be Stoll. Foul on Stoll. Her third, team second. 2:42 left to play here in the third quarter. A 19-point Stanberry lead as they've outscored the Cardinals 10-2 here in this third quarter. Richardson will hit the first. Misses off front iron on the second. Adcock right wing up top for Schieber.
Ooh.
Down to Schisler on the block. Can't get the shot to go. Rains has it knocked away from behind, picked up by Stoll. She's going to be fouled by Rains before she can go up with it. (37-19). Stanberry leads. 2:25 left in this third quarter. Schisler on the block. Muscles it up for two. A 20-point Stanberry lead here with 2:15 left in the third. Schlitnick with it on the left wing, up top for Ford. Right wing to Biergo.
In Schisler's case, always good to see young post players get the ball above their head, down in around the basket.
Ball tipped out of bounds off the hands of Stanberry as they're going to have a line change upcoming. As will be Cameron, Haley, and Merrigan that'll check in. Schisler, Adcock, and Stoll check out. It'll be Lassen and Miller checking in for North Andrew as Rains and Ford will check out. Miller to inbounds here for the Lady Cardinals. Into the corner for Richardson. For Lassen down on the block. Goes up. She's going to be fouled. Is going to go to line to shoot two. We get the foul called here against Lindsay Haley. Her first, team's third.
Well, they're trying to indicate that she had her hands up, but I think that was the body.
Yes.
Forced her off a spot.
Lassen sinks the first free throw. And the second. Under two left to play here in the third. It's a 18-point Stanberry lead. Haley, right wing three. Misses off back iron, rebound. Pulled in here by Miller. Biergo at the high post, sends it back out for Schlitnick. Up top to Lassen. Miller with the basketball, right wing. Down for Richardson. Richardson drives and is going to get the bucket and picks up the foul as well.
Well, they run that little continuity offense that has a couple of staggered screens involved, and I thought really good patience there. Chance at a three-point play.
Didn't exactly see who that foul's against. I'm going to put it against Eva Cameron. That is going to be her first. As Richardson finishes off the three-point play, she will check out. Checking in for her is going to be Hildy Wheeler. (39-24). Stanberry with the lead. 1:05 left to play here in the third quarter. As up to a 20-point lead, North Andrews quickly cut it back to 15. Cameron into the corner now for Dias. Up top for Schieber. To Cameron, right wing, Merrigan into the corner. Haley down inside for Schieber, and a foul from behind. Goes against Megan Schlitnick. That is going to be her second, team's third. 46 seconds remain here in the third quarter. 39-24. Lady Bulldogs with the lead. Schieber dribbles in. Pulls it back for Cameron into the corner now for Haley, trying to get down to block. There to Merrigan, back door to Dias, and it's just going to be out of her reach as she was cutting towards the basket, and it goes out of bounds.
Just a little miscommunication.
Miller brings the ball across midcourt, has it up at the top of the key. She'll send it back to Biergo in the corner, back up top. Here for Miller, down to Schlitnick on the block. Loses it inside the paint, and a foul going to be called here against the Lady Bulldogs, and that is going to put Schlitnick at the line. Is the foul called here against Haley. That's her second. Team's fifth now here with 13.8 left in the third. And she'll miss on the first. Raines will check in here for Miller. Sinks the second.
Boy, that was. The basket's 10 feet high. That shot was about 10 feet 2 inches.
Corner Merrigan three. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Raines. And she's not going to get a shot off before the buzzer. 39-25 is the lead for Stanberry. They lead by 14 as we head to the fourth when we come back in a moment on Albany TV.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Finding the very best insurance value can be as simple as finding the right agent who represents the right companies with the right coverage for each customer's individual needs. As an independent insurance agency representing over 30 A-rated companies, Rural Missouri Insurance has just what you need. Just like a good coach chooses the right play for the situation, Rural Missouri Insurance chooses the right company and coverage for each of their customers. If you're looking for better value in your business or personal insurance, go with the team that has options for every situation. Rural Missouri Insurance in Grant City and Stanberry, or RMI Lippincott in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. 39-25. Stanberry with the basketball to start out the fourth. They have the 14-point lead. Adcock dribbles in from the wing. Her shot a little too long. Schlitnick going to be called for the foul for the reach over.
Well, for Adcock, she's good. She's really good at taking the ball to the basket. But right there, she had a wide open three. She's 2 for 3 from the three-point line. She dribbled in, kind of took herself out of a shot.
Ball inbounds for Biergo, and she's going to be fouled here by Cameron, and a quick 2 fouls here by Stanberry to start out this fourth quarter, 15 seconds in. Foul against Cameron is her second.
There you go.
Raines drives down to the block, and this time puts it up off glass for 2.
They finally got somebody to take off on that weak side to get a wide open, well, it wasn't a wide open look, but a good finish by Raines.
Trying to send it down to Schlitnick. A foul going to be called here against North Andrew. Foul is going to go here against Miller. That will be her third, team's first. Stoll to inbounds here for the Lady Bulldogs. Cameron back into the corner. Stoll shot from 3, misses off iron. Ball tipped around, picked back up by Stoll on the rebound. Into the corner for Dias. For Schlitnick, who puts it up off glass for 2. And Stanberry had been kind of quiet offensively for a little while. Put some points back up on the board.
They're going to put Schlitnick to work.
Timeout going to be called here by North Andrew prior to what was going to be another turnover by the Cardinals. 7:02 left to play here in the fourth. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry, 41-27. Stanberry with the lead here over North Andrew. It will be North Andrew basketball coming on the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Stanberry looks like they're going to go back to some pressure here coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout.
Going to go back to that 1-2-1-1. Trap the inbounds pass. And
Richardson will inbounds. And Lassen's pass tipped out of bounds off the hands of Adcock.
And they kind of, I think the theory behind it is leave the person farthest away from the ball open.
Ooh, I think they kind of missed Richardson there on that inbounds as she was kind of cutting towards midcourt.
Yeah.
And kind of came open as the pass now for Miller inside. Trying to get to Raines, goes through her hands, out of bounds, and will go back to Stanberry. Back up to a 14-point Stanberry lead here, 6:45 left to play in the fourth. They lead 41-27. High post to Cameron, out right wing. Ellie Dias from three. Misses everything, kept in play though by Adcock, picked up by North Andrew. Raines will send it to Lassen into the corner now for Richardson.
Thought Lassen had a wide open look, may not be her shot.
Raines tries, puts it up off glass for two.
Good finish.
She's got 9 points here in the ball game for the Lady Cardinals.
Really been impressive. Also got 8 rebounds to go along with the 9 points.
Cameron back out for Dias. Dribbles in, puts up a tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled in by Richardson. Raines into the corner for Miller. Biergo over to left wing for Lassen. Raines in the corner. Sends it across for Richardson. Biergo corner. Pass tipped up. Pulled in by Lassen. Raines into the corner. Richardson from three. Misses off iron. Ball tipped around. Goes out of bounds off of Stanberry. Merrigan will check in here for the Lady Bulldogs as she'll check in for Dias. Ford will check in here for Richardson. 5:32 left to play here in the fourth. Miller over to the right wing for Carolyn Biergo. Lassen in the corner. Puts up a shot from three. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled in by Raines. Trying to send it up top for Miller, stolen away by Adcock, and Miller going to be called for the foul. That is going to be her fourth, team second. I mean, other than that being her fourth, that's probably a good foul because Adcock was going to have a wide open layup once she got by her.
Yeah. But you're also in a point where 5 minutes you can't really give up any more easy baskets.
Shot from Stoll from three, no good. Jump ball will go to North Andrew. And a timeout going to be called here by Stanberry. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
The full court shot, and he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it! His shot at the buzzer. Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 till today right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
41-29, Stanberry with the lead. 5 minutes left to play here in the ball game. It'll be North Andrew basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Presley Ford to inbounds here for the Cardinals. As Stanberry sticks out to their pressure.
There you go.
Miller over to the right wing for Lassen. Into the corner, just in front of the three-point arc. Bounces out that time off the hands of Raines and then out of bounds here off of North Andrew on the rebound. Schlitnick and Richardson will check in. Miller and Biergo will check out. Schieber will check in here for Cameron. Schieber up top. Ooh. And they're going to get a travel called here against Schieber. Thought they were going to miss that one for a moment. Going to get away with it, but.
So you couldn't believe what he saw.
Exactly. Lassen gets it for Ford. To Richardson.
Good movement.
Trying to get to Schlitnick and the pass. Just caught her a little bit off guard and unable to pull it in.
Well, my first question would be, what was Schlitnick going to do with it if she catches it there? I mean, she's just not to that point yet where she's going to be a great ball handler, catching the ball on the run in the middle of a break.
A shot from Schieber, no good. Rebound pulled in by Richardson.
Might take a look. Richardson, I thought, might have had a three if she'd looked up.
Ford down to Raines on the block. Turns around, can't get the shot to go. Richardson keeps it alive. Lassen left wing three. No good. Raines comes in, pulls in the rebound, but she's going to be fouled here on the floor.
$11 rebounds now for Raines. Got a chance at a double-double. Oh, on the floor, I guess.
Yes. And the pass to Richardson goes out of bounds.
I thought maybe Raines was in the act of shooting there, but
they called that one on the floor before she got up in the act of shooting, so guess it was on the rebound. As Stoll in the corner from three, can't get the shot to fall. Schlitnick will pull in the rebound. Richardson left wing. Brings back up to the top of the key.
North Andrew kind of trying to creep back into it.
Schlitnick on the block, turns in, puts it up strong, and puts it in for two.
They're not out of it. They're going to need to find ways to get stops and then quick offense at the other end.
They trail now by 10. Trailed as much as 20 here in this second half. Ball stolen here by Richardson. She's going to be fouled. You're going to put the foul call here against Kenzie Adcock. That's going to be her third, team's third.
For Stanberry now offensively, it almost becomes one of those take the shots you want, not the shots they're going to let you have.
Yes. Miller and Biergo will check back in as Ford and Lassen check out.
Don't think you need to put it in the deep freeze, but I think you definitely need to be patient.
Miller sends it across for Richardson left wing, trying to send it back up top for Raines. Tipped into the backcourt. Adcock can't keep it in bounds as she went sliding after it, but ends up out of bounds. Right in front of the Stanberry bench. I don't think Miller's the sub. I think she's there to inbounds. They're trying to get her to sub in, but I think it confused a couple of people.
Now looks like back to a little zone action. May want to try to avoid make them use a little time to try to score. Also, maybe save yourself from picking up a foul because now they'll be in the bonus.
Schlitnick going to be fouled and is going to go to the line to shoot 2. And the foul, they put that one on, I believe, went against Tasha Stoll. That's her 4th. Schlitnick will miss on the first. Lassen will check in here for Biergo. Can't get the second to go, and the rebound goes out of bounds here off of Stoll. Off of Schisler. Two and a half left to play here in the 4th. Ball inbounds for Miller. Corner 3 from Richardson, knocks it down.
I'll tell you
and
what.
It's now a single-digit lead here for Stanberry.
Big props to North Andrew crawling their way back into this.
We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winter Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
2:24 left to play here in the 4th quarter. North Andrew has cut this lead down now to 7.
And North Andrew's going to stay in that zone. Now it'd be a really good time just to keep the ball moving and burn some clock.
Adcock over to Schieber, left wing. Sends it up top for Stoll.
North Andrew's going to have to decide, are they either going to have to pull it back. Whoop.
Travel called there against Adcock as Dias will now check in. As she's going to check in here for Schieber.
I was going to say, I thought it was going to be a time just North Andrew's going to have to make a decision, come out and guard or just let them run the clock, continue to run the clock down.
Ball knocked out of bounds off of Schisler on the inbounds. Lassen back for Richardson. Sends it up top. Range, drives. Can't get the bucket to finish, and a foul going to be called here on the rebound, and they're going to put it on Kyra Lassen. That is going to be her first, team's 3rd.
It's not all bad. You may have to foul here.
And you still have a foul to give before you put Stanberry at the line. Adcock over to the right wing for Dias, up top for Stoll.
It's a 3-possession lead for the Stanberry.
Dias pass inside, knocked away, comes right back to her, puts up a shot, can't get it to go. Schlitnick on the rebound, surrounded by 3 Lady Bulldogs. Richardson, left wing 3, knocks it down.
Now we want a little pressure.
4 points with 1:20 left to play. Stoll up top for Adcock, left wing, Dias into the corner to Merrigan. Merrigan sends it out for Stoll. Puts up a shot. Bounces in. Goes back up a full 2 possessions to 6 points. A minute left to play here in the 4th. Both teams with timeouts remaining. Schlitnick on the block. Goes strong. Can't get the finish. Stoll on the rebound. Again, North Andrew does still have a foul to give with 45 seconds left. Adcock left wing into the corner to Merrigan. And she's going to be fouled here by Lassen. That'll be her 2nd, team's 4th. Next foul by North Andrew puts Stanberry at the line. Eva Cameron will check in here for the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to check in here for Stoll. More than likely, probably the better free throw shooter may be coming in. Cameron will inbounds here for Schisler, knocked out of her hands. Cameron can't pick it up. Picked up here by Raines. Looking down to the block for Lassen. Can't quite control the pass. Back down to Schlitnick on the baseline. Sending out to Miller. Stolen away here by Dias. Adcock brings it across midcourt. She's going to be fouled here by Lassen. That is going to be her third.
Well, it was a nice run. They had to get back in it. I think they're just going to run out of time.
They've outscored Stanberry here in this quarter 12-4 before Adcock's first free throw goes in. Stoll will check back in. And checking in here for North Andrew. It's going to be Biergo as Schlitnick comes out with a bloody nose, it appears. Second free throw from Adcock is good. And puts it back up to 8 points now in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Lassen gets it ahead here for Miller. Drive strong off the side of the backboard. Lassen comes in, ties it up. Jump ball goes to Stanberry with 10 seconds left.
Now you just kind of try to put it in the bank now.
Yep.
I just don't think you
I don't think
enough.
even if you're North Andrew, you foul here down by 8 with 10 seconds.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Stoll with the basketball for Dias. Now to Adcock, and that'll do it. 45-37 is the win tonight here for Stanberry. We're back with the BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's winner circle player of the game when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry, where it's a 45-37 victory for Stanberry over North Andrew. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the game. For Stanberry, they shoot 18 for 49 from the field, 5 for 21 from behind the three-point arc, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Led in scoring tonight by Kenzie Adcock with 16 points, 11 points for Caitlin Chisler, 6 points tonight for Ellie Dias, 5 points for Tasha Stoll, 4 points tonight for Courtney Merrigan, 3 points on the night for Eva Cameron. For North Andrew, they shoot 12 for 37 from the field, 4 for 18 from behind the three-point arc, 9 for 17 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring tonight by Lillian Richardson with 17 points, 9 points tonight for Briley Rains, 5 points tonight on the night for Megan Schlitnick, 2 points tonight for Caroline Biergo, Kyra Lassen, and Tegan Miller. Mike, tonight our Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game goes to Kenzie Adcock.
Yeah, she had a nice ball game, couple of big threes. I thought when they really needed, kind of blew the game open before North Andrew made a really nice comeback. Caitlin Schisler could have been a consideration too, as she was really the source of the attention from the defense.
Yes.
From North Andrew, and really had attempted to keep her away from the basketball or double or even triple team her whenever she got it inside. But I think Adcock's a good choice. Hey, congratulations, North Andrew. I thought they made a great comeback. I think the thing that they're really going to be moaned, I had them unofficially for 25 turnovers, and a lot of those came early in the game, but some of them late, too, when they were trying to make a comeback. And I always say in the past, 25 turnovers, that's 25 shots you didn't get.
Yes.
Now, Stanberry wasn't great in that. I had them for 19, but I thought it was a great comeback. When you're considering these teams have played twice and Stanberry has blown out North Andrew both times, I thought this was a pretty gutty performance by the Cardinals. Briley Reynes, I'd like to say something for her. And in addition, Lillian Richardson had a couple of big threes in that game, and
yes,
it helped spark the comeback. Got it down to 4, just couldn't get it any farther.
We'll be back for a second game, the Stanberry North Andrew boys, when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.